Nitin Sawhney!
I don't like doing things conventionally. I find it, as soon as things feel conventional, they feel boring and I want to do something else, which was why it was great to drop a DJ set in the middle of an acoustic set at the Blue Frog, because I don't think people would expect to hear that transition and that change at that point in the gig.
This may not be what you were expecting.
When you're playing live, there's this incredible spontaneity, and you have an electricity between you and the audience. As a musician, you're always trying to find that kind of electricity, that way of tapping into something. And as a performer, that's what you're doing all the time. You actually feel the synergy between yourself and the audience, and you're trying to kind of tap into that as a musician and connect with the audience and between all the musicians as well that you're playing with. So there's a real kind of buzz, there's a real power that comes from live performance. What's quite cool is sometimes taking a track and putting it into different forms. There's a great Devil in Midnight remix that this guy called Prash did. I really like that whole dubstep thing that's come out of London at the moment, so I wanted to bring that into India and DJing that particular remix and just seeing how they responded to dubstep and those massive bass lines. I came to India when I was about 16 or 17. I remember going to a party with one of my cousins, and I remember kind of everyone dancing to Boney M at this party, and I thought, this is about 10 years old. There's always been this kind of time lag with India and what's been going on in England. The drum bass thing, the dubstep thing, I wouldn't normally have expected to hit India until a lot later. India's going through a real kind of transition through the internet. I think a lot of musicians here have kind of become a lot more sussed about what's out there in the world. It was fantastic the other day, and hearing some musicians playing Weird Fishes by Radiohead. That was really unusual for me. I was kind of like, wow, this wall that existed all this time, I think it's breaking down, and that's the most exciting thing for me being here. The internet has been a real catalyst for a lot of change in India. There's an awareness here of so many different things from around the world. In fact, a lot more in some ways, in many ways, than there is in England right now. So that's really encouraging. As a musician, I've kind of taken the opportunity to write music for film, theatre, dance, video games. I'm a DJ, I write for orchestras, and I have a live band, I make albums, so I work in just about every medium. I mean, I've been very lucky that I've collaborated with some, very well-known people like Paul McCartney, Sting, Shakira, Ty Cruz, Ellie Goulding, Anushka Shankar. I mean, they're all well-known people, but the thing that I also enjoy is working with artists who are up and coming and finding them quite young as well.